What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at my 2003 350Z. It's a track edition, which means it has the raised wheels, the forged three-piece raised wheels, Brembo brakes, under the hood we've got the famous VQ35DE. This is bone stock, has just under 29,000 miles on it. And if you notice, we've got historic tags here because this car is over 20 years old. It's 21 years old now. How about that? What do you guys think? Should I go back to amber side markers here to match the amber in the headlight? I put the clear ones in a few years ago and I'm not sure that I want to keep them. Comment below. What do you guys think? So we do have upgraded rotors, cross-drilled, slotted rotors, stainless steel brake lines, and carbon ceramic pads. But the Brembo calipers are stock, the raised wheels are stock. Underneath here in the front, we've got a 15mm spacer. And in the rear, there is a 20mm spacer. Should I lower it? What do you guys think? Comment below. Should I lower this car? Maybe like 20mm? 20mm, I'm thinking 30mm, just a touch. Because I'm going for the OEM Plus look here. How I feel it should have came from the factory, basically. I think this car is aging really well. I know I'm a little biased, it's my car, but I think these are aging really, really well. I mean, this car is over 20 years old. Looking in the trunk, see if I can do this. There we go. So we've got, I did have to upgrade these shocks here because these shocks in just about every vehicle go, right? Not a lot of room. This is actually a strut brace that goes across here. Not really the biggest fan of it, takes up a lot of space. I mean, it looks kind of cool from certain angles through the glass. If you're looking down on the car, for example, like you know, if the lighting's right and you're looking down on the car, it can look kind of cool through the glass. But I don't know. What do you guys think? People either love it or hate it. For exhaust, we've got the stock exhaust on here. So the car is pretty much stock. S2000 antenna, pretty much stock. What do you guys think I should do with it? Should I turbo it? Keep it stock, do a few bolt-ons, put some cams on it. And, oh, there is one other upgrade I did to the headlights. There's an amber bulb here. I put a stealth bulb in right here, which you probably can't even tell. It's a very minor stealth mod, but it looks really cool. Beautiful sunny day today, and we've been getting a ton of rain here in Maryland, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, let's take this car for a drive. A lot of traffic for a Sunday, out in southern Maryland anyway. Crazy how much this area has grown up. But it is a nice Sunday and it has been raining a lot, so that's probably a lot of it. So it's not fast, especially by today's standards, but you know, it still gets moving. It's fun. No turbo lag, nothing like that. Sounds good. It's a fun car. I think these are underrated. I know a lot of them have been riced out, clapped out, you name it, but they're fun. They're fun cars. And pretty reliable overall. It's a pretty reliable car. turn in here. And get the camera set up again. I think I finally got the camera setup I want. Not sure about the rear camera, but front camera looks good. Okay, here we go. Let's get out of here. There's that event going on over there that took up the parking ride. I couldn't get into the parking ride. Wonder what that is. Anyway. Tell you, driving with these cameras, not as easy as it looks on YouTube. I have been fussing around with these things for a while, and I am getting better, getting more comfortable, but it is kind of awkward at first, I will say that. Sunday morning drivers. Even though Southern Maryland's crowded now, there are still a lot of wonderful, beautiful country back roads. Yeah, those tires are picking up some rocks. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Nobody's around. Make sure we got the right camera angle here. All right, here we go. Having fun today doing this, man. A lot of fun. We got one camera now right here, and we're gonna have a ball. Traffic is wild for a Sunday morning, man. Wild. I think we'll go down the Route 6 and loop around. Still got it, you know, it's still fun. About 300 horsepower. Gets moving. You don't have to be the fastest thing on the road. And I'd argue, you know, pushing a slower car fast can be more fun than having the fastest car and not being able to push it and really enjoy it. I really think the 350z is a great size. I'm 6 feet, I fit pretty easily. It's not cramped like a Miata or even an S2000. Love the S2000, by the way, fantastic car. Honda makes great cars. Oh, we got a squirrel. He's good. Just the right amount of tech. This is when tech was just starting to come on these cars. Traction control, ABS, you know, if you even call that tech by today's standards. Manual transmission, naturally aspirated engine, you know, you gotta love that. You've got to love that. I think I hit the rev limiter there. Cut off a little early. That was strange. Who knows? But good to get out and drive this car because I'm not driving it that much in the wintertime. Got the summer tires on it. It's springtime. The weather's better. So, good to be out. Good to be out driving around. I'm a content creator. I do a lot of videos on other people's cars, do photography, make reels, TikToks. And for me, it's really easy to cover other people's cars. We're going to be doing ride and drives with my buddies. I got a bunch of them lined up, a lot of friends with really cool cars, really amazing cars. And I'm much more comfortable covering other people than I am myself. So this is a little, even though I've been an actor for years, I don't know, it's just kind of weird talking about myself this much. Anyway. Check the tire pressure here. I'm really sold on the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on this car. I mean, they are much better than the Bridgestone Potenzas that this car came with. And maybe that's because that was a 20-year-old design and these are a much newer design. And it is a Michelin tire, but they are, I don't need the Cup 2s. I mean, they don't make the Cup 2s. They don't make the Cup 2s for this car anyway, but I mean, on the street, the 4S summer tire is plenty. I mean, unless you want to go to jail. I mean, unless you want to really push your car to the maximum limit, which I'm too old for that shit, man. I'm in my 40s now. I'm 45. Got in a little bit of trouble. Oh, we got some roadkill. Drive around the roadkill. I just, you know, it is. I love to drive fast. I love to have fun, but it is just not worth it anymore. Learned the hard way when I was younger. I got a couple DUIs when I was around 20, 21 years old. Actually 19, I think. 19 and 21. And I tell you, my insurance went up. It was going to court, lawyer fees. It was just a nightmare. And I got some speeding tickets back then, doing dumb shit. It is not worth it. So I'm happy to drive like an old man and stay safe. I do want to repaint the front bumper just because the license plate, underneath the license plate there are 4 holes that don't look that great. I'd like to remove the front license plate, but my OCD doesn't like the front license plate, but my OCD also doesn't like the 4 holes underneath. But is it really worth it to repaint the bumper? I don't know. These are the things that go through my head. I'm one of those crazy people that has to have a clean car all the time and obsesses over things. But with that being said, I'm not scared to get out and drive. We drive this car all over the place. But what do you guys think? What should I do? I did get those bumper plugs. I'm gonna look at it again. I need to pull it off and look at it again. I've been putting it off because it gets on my nerves. I love driving a clutch. It is so much better than an automatic. Although I do like the dual clutch transmissions. PDK, we've talked about this a million times and I will continue to talk about it, but the PDK in the Porsche 911s and in the Caymans is amazing. It is fantastic. And my daily is an automatic, just a 5-speed slush box, but so I don't hate automatics. It's just more fun to drive a clutch, especially on back roads when you can downshift, heel toe, and all that stuff. Although my dumbass wore boots today that I cannot heel toe, I can barely rev match in, but it's all good. I don't know what got into me putting on boots to go driving. The pedal box in this car, there's not a lot of room to begin with. Beautiful day. I just don't want to stop driving. It's one of those days. Second gear turn coming up here. Almost a decent rev match. Boots just don't make it easy. Why would anyone want an electric car is beyond me. No gears. It's pointless aside from the fun factor to have gears in an electric car. They don't need gears, but it's just so much more fun to have gears. You can have fun in a slow car. Give me an electric car with 200 or 300 horsepower, it's not going to be fun. Oh man, I will never shut up about how much I hate EVs. But thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming. We're going to be doing ride and drives. I know I've been talking about that for a while, doing the ride and drives with my buddies that have really cool cars. But the weather's just been terrible. We've had a ton of rain, but it's coming. It's coming. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.